Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy Henry Hick, back at it again with another video. And today's topic is this Horizon Zero Dawn remake, remaster, whatever they want to call it. And do I feel as though it is worth producing to the people, worth picking up for the people? And my opinion, which is a unique one, is yes, because I did not play Zero Dawn. Yes, I know I can hop off in that joint right now, hit today, and play it at some unlocked frame, sit and whatnot, enjoy it. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because while I do love Forbidden West and I put a ton of time into that game, I got like just under 100 hours inside of that game and I enjoyed it. I just missed the boat on the first one. It just is what it is. I missed the boat on the first one. I actually do have a copy of it, but it's not an OG copy. I have it, with the red. You know what I mean? The joint with the red on it. You feel what I'm saying? Inside of the plastic, though. Inside of the plastic. And it was one of those things where I was fine missing out on it. I was fine with what I got inside of Forbidden West and looking forward to the next iteration of the game and whatever else they decide to do with the franchise. But with it coming out that they are producing a version of this game for the 5, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking for it to be a rebuilt for the 5 version of the game and not just a old port that they done made some decision to unlock this here, unlock that there, and just let the PS5 itself brute force its way through making it a more playable experience or a more updated experience. I'm choosing to just enjoy the developers themselves diving back inside of the code, back inside of the hardware, and rebuilding this game with the PS5 in mind. Because though the PS5 was probably an idea and in early stages of planning and writing on new napkins when this game came out, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like we gonna unlock this and they gonna run it on the PS5, and you know what I mean. And plus, with that being said, this is a franchise that PlayStation itself takes very seriously as one of its staple franchises. You can feel however you want to feel about the franchise itself. I love the franchise. Some people have mixed feelings about it, but in certain decisions being made towards certain titles, it's clear that PlayStation itself views this Horizon franchise as a staple franchise. Guerrilla has gotten busy. They switch from, and I don't feel as though they get enough credit from switching from first person shooter to third person action RPG adventure type game where, plenty studios make a pivot and plenty studios are unsuccessful in those pivots. We see right here, this is evidence of Guerrilla being super successful as far as pivoting, creating characters, the writing, the gameplay. And, some people complain about the aggressiveness of the enemies inside of this game. I didn't see a problem with it, because when I hop into a game and things get difficult, I don't look for reasons to blame the game itself. You know what I mean? I look to myself to see where I can improve at, to see where I can make adjustments, to see what the tools, to look at the tools the game gives me to be successful as a player. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just, I'm stunned like on the ground too much. I'm looking at it, I'm just getting hit too much. Let me adjust my play style so I'm getting hit less. Let me be a little more stealthy. Let me invest inside of the traps. Let me sneak. Let me take a more sneakily approach, because these robots inside this game are here to kill you. They don't need to take a breath. They don't need to, you know what I mean, check their Palm Pilot, see what's on their schedule. They don't need to do all that. They don't got to plan and prepare. This is a computer AI, and they here to erase you off the earth. You know what I'm saying? They here to send you to the upper room. They gonna put you on a t-shirt with the Photoshop clouds behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what they designed to do. So when people spoke to, especially, I think the main thing for me is when certain criticism about the enemy AI I heard from a friend who enjoys from software games, which are notorious for being difficult, which are notorious for being unfair. So when I hear criticism like that from an individual from who enjoys difficult games, I just don't take it seriously. And again, that's me being in a unique position because some other people may not have that experience as far as hearing those criticisms from those type of individuals, and they may be themselves having issues with the difficult AI. They may feel as though it needs some tuning. They may feel as though the stun needs some tuning. I never felt that way, just because of my unique situation of I don't look at games that way. Even when I play it from software game, I go into a boss fight knowing I'm about to lose 20 times. You know what I'm saying? Because I go in thinking they can beat me 1,000 times. I only got to beat them once. And in my mind, knowing that I only got to beat them one time, of course you got to factor in, the bullshit mechanic of you take out all their health, it's a stage 2. You take down all their health, it's stage 3. You get their health super low, they pull out some bullshit one hit killing attack that you never seen before. They shatter the whole earth beneath your feet, and it ain't nothing you can do. They do bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? So aside from that, I go into it with the knowledge that stuff like that gonna happen. So when it does happen, I'm not really put off or in a bad mood, because I just know that's just the design inside of the game. They do it like that on purpose, so it's coming. You just got to be ready for it. And over the course of a period of time, with muscle memory and pattern recognition, and just over the course of just doing it a bunch of times, I know at the end of it, eventually, I'm going to come out on top. And knowing that, it makes me have a more enjoyable experience, because I just know in the end I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? And that's just how I look at it. But back to the remake remaster itself, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna buy it day one. Hopefully they release a physical in the vein of the part one Firefly edition that they released of, the remake of part one, which I did buy the game. I bought that digitally. I did, because people were having issues with their physical, like coming in. It was messed up. It was stuff going on. You know what I mean? And at the time, I was just like, you know what? I want to play it, so I'm just go ahead and I was at work. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get the digital copy. I'm getting this physically. No matter what happens, that's how it's going down over here. It's going down inside of the disk drive. You understand what I'm saying? It's going down in the disk drive. It don't go down in DMs. It go down in the disk drive. So that's what I'm doing. But at the same time, with that being said, I do understand people who feel as though resources, time, etc., could have been spent elsewhere. And I get that, especially if you're an individual who've already 100% of the game. You got the platinum. You done played it 2 times already, like the good brother Will. He done played it through multiple times. He done experienced everything there is to experience inside of the game. The good brother Warwana, who feel as though the time and effort could have been spent on something else. And I feel you on that. If that's how you feel, it is valid, because they very well could have produced something different. They very well could have produced produced something else. But as coming from an individual who had not played it, which there are a percentage of peoples who have not played it, they just picking up the PS5. They coming from wherever they coming from. They come from Nintendo. They coming from Xbox, wherever they're coming from, because there are a percentage of people who are new to the PlayStation ecosystem and are just now procuring them a 5, or they're going to procure one when the Pro come out. And so they'll be experiencing this game for the first time. And for the first time, they'll be getting the peak experience of the game as we know it right now, or at the time of release, because you can play it like unlock frames or whatever via the raw power of the PS5 itself, and the unlocks that the studio has come out and done. And another thing too, I like to know, is Gorilla itself as a whole working on this, or are they using a remaster studio, like how they're porting studios, they're remaster studios? So are they using a remaster studio? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns inside of the comments. That's all I got for you right now. I'm not gonna drag it out too much longer and keep y'all hostage. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. Catch y'all in the next one. I'm gone.